Hail and well met, ye viewers of internet videos. 'Tis I, effing controller, and I am your kindly host, as ever. Welcome to. I should really drop the fake Ren Fair speech. I've never been to a Renaissance fair. I don't know Old English. The only Old English I know comes in a bottle. But it's me, effing controller, playing Betrayal at Krondor, and it's been a little bit of time since I've played this game here, so I'm gonna kind of, for my own purposes as much as anything, recount the story as it stands now. We got to Krondor. It's now Chapter 2, and we delivered our message to Prince Ruthia that the Moredhel warlord Delicon was preparing to attack out of the north, and we were met with some skepticism by the prince and his court magician Pug, who has ridiculous facial expressions, but thanks to I guess, a brilliantly timed assassination attempt, we've gotten some credence to our theory. So Gorath, this fellow here, the message bearer, he believes that there is essentially a spy ring operating throughout Krondor in advance of the attack that is designed to cause disarray and to, provide reconnaissance for the impending attack. And that this spy ring is operating with its focus in Romney. And Romney is pretty far away. Let's go take a look at the map. It's right over here. So it's very, 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 very far away. We've got a long journey ahead. So we're going to go to Romney and see if we can figure out what the hell is going on. And the reason that, I guess, that Delicon is attacking is because he doesn't have a whole lot of legitimacy. People up north don't really respect him, so he's going to come down and try to unite his people against a common enemy. But we're going to see to it that he doesn't. And we also have a new face in our party here. We have Jimmy. James. We've got Jimmy here. Let's take a look at Jimmy. Once known as Jimmy the Hand, Senor James is the son of the Upright Man, the leader of the Thieves' Guild in Krondor, though James is not aware of his true heritage. His thieving skills and quickness were legendary, but now elevated to the nobility by Prince Ruthia, Senor James has taken his position of authority very seriously, though he still wanders his old thief haunts in disguise on occasion. He is extremely loyal to Ruthia and will do anything his liege lord asks him to do. Well, it might be another game that carries a adults only rating. But anyways, you can see he has a really high lockpick rating, and he also happens to have the Amulet of the Upright Man, so he can pick just about any lock in the game at this point, but he's going to improve as we go through, I hope. We're probably going to be picking a lot of locks and getting a lot of loot. So, let's take another quick look at the map. We're on the outskirts of Krondor. We've been... Well, actually, you know what? We're going to go this way, along this road here. So I'm going to make a turn. Vroom. Vroomity vroom vroom vroom. And we're going to go... there we go. We're going to cross into a new province of the game. So we're going to pass through Malek's Cross or Suthanon. If we head this way, that is a great idea. I love it. The kingdom's populated heartland. The landscape flattened. Slowly the hills and trees began to thin, far more sparse in the grassy midlands of the kingdom. Alright, so we're in a new area here. Welcome to level 2. Let's go to the main display here. And it said that it's flat, although I do see a lot of hills. The game lies, although these are different trees though, so I guess that's slightly different. I'm going to poke around here because I'm sure that there's treasure to be found, but we already appear to be on the outskirts of a town. So, let's go to this. Is this a sign telling us what town this is? Darkmore. Well, that sounds welcoming. I'm not too sure about this little place, but I just want to poke around and get an idea of what we're getting into here. Just want to see the lay of the land. That's pretty boring. Let's go back to the main display, and we'll just go into town, I guess. I'm a little bit nervous about going into a place called Darkmore, but that's fine. Knock, knock. After knocking several times, James had just about concluded that nobody was home. "Come on," he said in Owen's general direction. "There doesn't seem to be anyone about." Just as he was preparing to leave, a shuffling sound inside the house caught his attention. "Hello? Is anybody there?" he shouted. For several more seconds he heard nothing but silence, and again was about to leave, this time a hoarse whisper. Isn't there a movie called The Horse Whisperer? Bump. A hoarse whisper stopped his exit, though he couldn't make out what the voice on the other side of the door was saying. "You'll have to speak a little louder. We're just passing through, but we would like to talk to you." "Come back when the sun is no longer in the sky," croaked the voice, "and I will tell you about the Rusalki." Hissing emphasis was placed on this last word. Rusalki. That's going to sound terrible on the mic. James tried to get some further information, but he was greeted with naught but silence. "Come on," he said. "Let's get going." Okay, and if you didn't notice, I'm trying to do a Jimmy Stewart impression for Jimmy here. Have him try to talk like that. I haven't been doing as much impersonations with people here, but I think that it would be a good one for Jimmy. Okay, let's go in here. A middle-aged woman met James at the door. "Good day to..." Oh, that was Jimmy, but he began. The sentence hung unfinished in the air. "Come in. My, aren't you fellows handsome? My name is Elizabeth. Are you married? My sister Caroline is a lovely young girl, and I think she would be just perfect for you. Would you like to meet her? Well, never mind that for now. Come in, come in." As the woman dragged them into the house, Owen marveled at the way she seemed to be able to talk without taking a breath. "My husband would agree if he was here, but he works at the Mercantile, you know, the store just down the road. Does pretty well for himself. That's why we have this house, too. He has..." I took a breath. I can't do it. "He had this house built just for me. Can you imagine? I used to help him at the shop, but now he insists that I stay here all day long. Isn't he just the sweetest man?" After several more minutes that felt like hours, James excused himself politely, and they headed for the door. The woman called after them as they left, but they pretended not to hear. Well, we're jerks. But she is annoying. "Let's go in here." James pushed the door open. "This place is..." Oh, that's Gorath. "This place is abandoned," Gorath said, looking around the room. "Maybe the occupants left something behind we can use. Let's have a look." A crossbow is always useful. And gold is always useful. That's a lot of gold, actually. There's a well. And there's a shop. Let's go inside. The Mercantile. Mercantilism. Mercantile. Mercantile. The lay of the goods store was comfortably familiar, arranged in such a common sense fashion that it took only a few moments for James to locate the items which interested him. Okay, there. Got it. Reading is fundamental. Right. So we sold a bunch of crap in Krondor, I think, didn't we? We've got lots of rations. Well, let's see if they have anything interesting. Oh, they have some books. These raise skills, I believe. But I'm not gonna get any, I don't think. Chapel's Armor and Weapons. I like that one. I might buy that just for yucks. Well, there's some... It's basically a mercantile store. It's got just stuff that you might need, possibly. So we're gonna move on. This is the well. Oh, okay. Well, we just got some water. Nice. Okie dokie. Darkmore's not that bad of a town. I take everything back I said. Although maybe this is a horrible place. Oh, no. Abandoned. Shovel. Do we need a shovel? Do we have use for a shovel? We do have a shovel. Let's see how many uses it has. 8. No. 9. I'll trade you, and I'll take these. And we're going to dump the 8-use shovel here. Because, why not? Okay, and here's another place. After knocking on the small wooden door, James stood back to survey the house and its surroundings. Darkmore seems friendly enough. Oh, I missed it. Darkmore seems friendly enough, he said. The door swung open and his attention shifted to a smallish woman who greeted him with a hug. "Oh my, aren't you a dear? My name is Caroline." Oh, shit. What's your name? Before James had a chance to answer, she ushered them all into the house. Inside, amidst a collection of knickknacks and odds and ends, no doubt collected over 3/4 of a lifetime, they introduced themselves. They talked for several minutes as she refilled their water pouches with a pitcher sitting on a small wooden table in the corner. She's gonna roofie us! God damn it! Have you seen the crazy old hen that lives down the road? She queried breathlessly. Only comes out at night. My sister Elizabeth thinks she's a witch or something. I think she's just crazy. Can't really blame her. Husband and son were both killed by evil spirits. That's what they say. Their pouches full, they managed to work their way to the door. The woman was still talking as she closed the door behind them. This is kind of fishy. I don't know. I don't know if I trust this. Let's go in here. Oh, it's an inn. Okay. We don't really have any need to use the inn, per se. But we'll play the lute. This kingdom mine with my blood I've paid, to guard against all who oppose her. 105 sovereigns! Buzzing! Alright, Owen, you're good for something. Let's touch this guy. Let's poke him right in the chest. Hey, you! James cleared his throat. Glancing up from the oh, this is the... Yeah, this is, a typical, basic, filler text that we've seen before. Yeah, this is another one, too. Alright. Same one, and I think that we're just gonna maybe talk to the barmaid, see what she's got. Nothing interesting. We don't really have need to stay here, so we're gonna move on. And the party's barding ability has improved. The band is amazing. Oh, 85? What? So good. We're such good bards. We are Shakespearean. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's actually almost nighttime, so, well, we don't need to use the inn. James knocked on the door. After a few moments, a dough-faced woman answered, keeping one arm braced behind the door in case her visitors were less than congenial. What is it that you want? Although she clearly was addressing James, her gaze danced nervously to the Moredhel. I've had enough run-ins with strangers of late. Were we looking to get a bit of water per... James started, but he found the old woman had slammed the door. Okay, well, it's getting to be nighttime. I can't really blame her. There's strange doings afoot. It's another abandoned house with a key. A peasant's key. Well, we'll take it. And it is about to be nighttime, so let's go back to the house where the lady said to come back at night, and I'm a little nervous about doing that, so I'm going to save the game. There's also a temple here. We might check that out. Let's quickly save the game. Cool. You do have a limited number of save slots in this game, so bear that in mind. The moon hung in the cloudy sky like a pale lantern. Come in, said a gruff voice, as my voice cracks. Sorry, guys. The hormones are kicking in. They opened the door to the small dwelling and walked into a room lit by close to 100 candles. They make a lovely light. Shadows danced crazily on the walls, a sight so distracting that it took James several moments before he noticed the strange old woman sitting cross-legged on the floor. I hope she's wearing clothes. No words were exchanged, but they walked across the room and sat on the floor in front of her. I shall speak of the Rusalki. As the woman spoke, she began to rock gently, back and forth. Rock me gently, rock me slowly. Okay, no. Her gravelly voice taking on a song-like quality. That's what she was singing. Innocence lost, spring blossoms robbed of carnal bliss, the goddess of death, their first kiss. Oh boy. Bunch of goths. Whatever. Why don't you turn on some Marilyn Manson while you're at it? Good Lord. Candlelight flashed in the wetness of her eyes as she continued. They will shrink away from her touch. They hate her so. Find the magic touch, or you too may feel her icy kiss. The woman's head dropped to her lap, and James got up to leave. He started to speak, but thought better of it. They left the house as quietly as possible. Well, that's kind of eerie. Awkward. Let's go to the temple, which is strangely located right across the street from a witch's house. Oh, it's a barn. I keep doing that! Alright, fine. Well, can we camp in the town? I don't know if the game likes us to do that. Oh, I'm thinking of, like, the Elder Scrolls games, where it's a little bit touchier about that kind of stuff. Okay, well, that was Darkmore, I think. I think we kind of went through the whole thing. I guess we'll just stick to the highway here. It's my way or the highway. Let's go into these trees, also. And see if we can find anything. Let's go over here. Nope. Boring. We went over there already, so let's go over here. This looks like a good hiding spot. The game likes to hide stuff at dead ends, and there is something there. Uh-oh. Oh, god damn it. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm assuming this is probably a little bit more straightforward, and I forget how the crystal thing works, but I'm guessing that these green ones have like a triangle trap here, so let's try going over here. Okay. And I doubt that these ones are trapped together, so let's have Owen just wait. We'll use James to push this over here, which might have hurt him. It doesn't show that he got hurt, though. Can we go this way? I think we've got this. Nice. Okay, I'm getting better at those, apparently. That's good. So we had a trap, but did it lead to anything? Just a bunch of bullshit trees. Oh wait, there's something behind these trees. Yes, there's boxes. Okay, let's hope that they're not trapped, although... Ah, delightful. I'm so pleased. These are my favorite part of the game. You can spin, wheel, and twist, but it can turn without moving. To everything there is a season. Turn, turn, turn. You can spin, wheel, and twist, but it can turn without moving. The tide. Tide can turn. But the tide moves, I guess. Never mind. Silk. Silt. Well, give me a minute, and I'll think this one through, or I'll let you know if I find something dirty to say. I spelled Duke. It's poop. I think I figured it out, though. Mook. I like that. But I just figured it out after I spelled this. Oh, can I spell dick? Damn it. Disc. That turns, though. That's a physical object that turns. But this is what they mean. I spelled this out and I realized, oh, milk can turn. Can turn sour. So there you go. And we've got some elven armor. Who has any use for that? Anybody? Not really. We could lug it around, I guess. I don't know where we'll be able to sell it. Definitely take this, though. We've got a bunch of junk that we possibly need to get rid of here in a little while, but I'll give that to you, and I guess we'll give this to Owen. It's pretty valuable, so I feel like it's a good thing to spend some inventory space on. Okay. It can pierce the best armor and make swords crumble with a rub. Don't rub swords, my friends. Yet for all its power, it can't harm a club. Oh, that's easy. That's very easy. But let's try to... We're almost there, actually. See if we can spell anything dirty. Can we spell tush? Tust. Ah, to hell with it. Let's just go ahead and do this one. A ruse! The spelling of ruse on the Moredhel box was indeed itself a ruse. Fatimore's formula... What does this do? As a strength potion. Let's give this to Gorath so they can Hulk out, possibly. Oh, you have a lot of inventory space. You should have those. And you should have those. Restoratives are really nice. Crossbow, we'll take the key, and I'll give you a crossbow. Are you equipped with one? You are. Good job. Okay, well that was worth it. That trap was easier than I remember them being. I guess I am kind of figuring out the logic behind them a little bit more, so I'm getting smart. My brain is getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so there's a little notch here. We'll go through there. See if we can find some more fat loot. Somebody can roll need or greed on something that somebody can roll need or greed on. That was supposed to be a World of Warcraft joke. It wasn't a good idea to begin with. There's some stuff. Oh, it's fires. Somebody's been in the area. Okay, so, well, as expected, there's jerks about, jerking around, jerking off on the road. I mean, what? What am I talking about? Let's see. Northeast. There's something here. Let's take a look at the signpost. Temple of Ruthia. Let's go to the Temple of Ruthia. We don't have any need for a temple right now, but it's good to get acquainted with the environs. This has a pattern on it. I wonder if we can teleport to other places. Yeah, we can go... Oh boy, we can go all over the place. We can go all over Hellengon. Well, we have no need to. We could talk to the bishop or whatever. 4 times they had asked one of the temple's golden-robed priestesses to send for the high priestess, and 4 times they had been left waiting in the alcoves of the temple's central courtyard. When at last it became apparent that their repeated summons were not going to be answered, James shook his head. We don't have time for this. Let's get going. That's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine. I don't really care about talking to people. What time is it? It's nighttime. Let's take a little nap. Okay. Did that burn a bunch of time being in there? That would be kind of funny, actually, if it did. Okay. Just gonna quickly take a look at the map. Okay, yeah, we haven't even made it to that. No. Oh, wait, this is a new notch. Okay. Just gonna look around. Let's go... Oh no! We're under attack. Oh, ninjas! Ow. Asshole. Humana. His accuracy isn't that great. He needs to work on his swordplay, I guess. Owen is, in a poor position here. I might as well move him here and help Gorath deal with this guy. Let's get focused on this guy, I guess. This is going to be a little bit dicey here. Good, okay. Wonder if I can get... Oh, don't hit the boy! He's useless! He did nothing to you. Stand on this guy's corpse. Yeah, Owen's all hemmed in right now, so that's not good. He can move over here. I guess I'll have him abscond over there. Good. Let's help Owen out. And we'll go over here. Cool. He's going to keep chasing him. That might be okay. We'll focus on these two here and have Owen Benny Hill it up over here. There we go. Who was I attacking? You? You're actually the more dangerous of the two, so that's fine. Boy, these guys are tough. Oh, shit, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. He's dead. Kill him with swords and fire. I want to be able to cast spells. That would be really lovely if you would leave Owen alone. Ah, fuck. Alright. He might get tangled up here by James. Okay, it looks like we're going to be able to cast some spells. Let's go through, and we could cast Spare Thy Eyes, I guess. That might be sort of useful. Skin of the Dragon would be good to cast on... oh, we don't have a whole lot of health, though. Cancel. Can I cancel that? I don't want to. I don't want to. No, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Okay. Owen gets to rest there. And he's dead. Hey. I didn't say you could do that. Okay. Wow, that was a slightly tougher battle than I'm used to, but Gorath's abilities have increased. What about you? So your accuracy melee is really bad. I'll have to remember that. I didn't notice that before. He's terrible. I don't want those. I'm not going to pick up armor anymore, I've decided, unless it's fabulous. Unless it's, you know... Ooh, a tuning fork. What does that do? I always dread it when jongleurs tune their instruments, he said, killing the still ringing note. It's that pitch. If my hearing were any more sensitive, I'd think I'd bleed from my ears. I wonder what this does. Oh, he doesn't have enough room for it. Well, you take it. And then you take this. Give it all to James. Poison rations. Not interested. Okay. Restoratives. Who doesn't have any? I'm going to trade you some of this fine rope for your restoratives. And speaking of which, we need to heal. Let's actually take a look at our stats. Yeah, you need a little bit of a... Oh, wait, let's look at... Shoot. I didn't notice what he raised his abilities in totally, but... Gorath's going to munch on those. Owen's going to munch on those. And I think you are going to have some too. Yum yum. Okay. Let's take another quick look at the map. Just to get my bearings again. No. We're getting close to another town, though, it looks like. Now this is more of a wide open plain. That's a little bit more like what the text before was saying it should look like. I just motored past this little valley here. Nothing in it though. Okay, well where is that town? Let's see. Oh, I'm betting it's over here. Okay. I'm just gonna look off over here real quick. I don't see anything immediately, so let's go towards the road. This looks like a bigger town. Malek's Cross. I think it had a... No. Oh, man. Oh, man. Keep doing that. It had a black and white dot, which usually means that it is a larger city, so... Let's go that way. Let's go to Malek's Cross and party down. Take our barding tour on the road to Malek's Cross. James studied the road. Following it with his eyes, he saw the road rise and fall, turning it this way and that as it descended into the distance towards a large town. Malek's Cross, James said. Do you think we should go in for supplies? Yes, I do.